God. Do you even know how to do this? They should have gave us instructions.
No, but we better get after it before the stone gets too cold, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Take you
Try
one.
it. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. That's cool, Cody. I don't care who you are.
So you cook it to your own desired.
Yeah. This is so cool. What is that? Oh.
That's a jalapeno or a habanero or something.
Okay, try it. How is it? What are your thoughts?
I'm not real impressed with that.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video.
Coming to you from Washington, D.C., guys.
We would have taken you along the way to get here, but it was kind of crazy.
We had to leave the house about 3:30 this morning. It's currently about, what time is it? 11:30 here?
11:30 DC
11:45 DC time. So, pretty good flights. Nothing was rough. It was good, easy traveling, but just had to get up early to get here. So.
And Waco apparently has a new policy that you have to be there. They close their check-in at 45 minutes before
boarding
starts.
So.
We did not know that, so we
were 6 minutes late, so we had to send our luggage through the TSA deal.
So that meant we had to unpack all of our full-size toiletries and Cody's knife and take them all back to the car. Long story short, it's a new policy because at that airport, it's one terminal, so we usually get there within 45 minutes or 30 minutes of boarding because it's so easy and quick to go into. So, anyways, no more of that. So
now we're fixing to go grab us a bite of dinner, and then we're going to go to which museum are we going to this afternoon?
Holocaust Museum.
Holocaust Museum.
So.
And really the whole reason behind our trip here is we are going to visit with our senator, Mr. John Cornyn, and maybe get to go and talk to Ted Cruz's office. I think we're going to get some flunkies, not flunkies, but congressional interns or senator, whatever.
Staffers.
Staffers. I don't think we're going to get to talk to the real men, but apparently those staffers have their ear and you can talk to them and it's just like talking to the real guy. So, but we're here to advocate for our freedom of speech and our right to decide what avenues of, what's the word I'm looking for here? How we choose to consume. So one of the big things that's going on right now is the federal government's wanting to ban or divest TikTok. And we're here to talk to them about that. Number one, I want to ask them, the reason behind this is because it's Chinese owned, but where's the proof? They keep saying that, but there's no proof of that. Nobody showed any proof of it. It's just, well, is it Chinese? So I want to ask them that. Where's the proof at? And then number two, I want to ask them about, hey, by trying to ban it, aren't you basically doing the same thing that China tries to do to its citizens and say, we don't think this is good for you, so we're going to stop it from you. Isn't that kind of taking our freedom of choice? Shouldn't we have the right to choose whether or not we want to use this app? So I know there's going to be some of y'all out there like, oh, they're stealing everything. All these apps are stealing everything from us. And exactly what national security interest are they getting from me? I don't have anything. So, but to each their own. You can say you hate that. You're pointed way over here. You can see it. Whether or not TikTok is here is irrelevant to us. We enjoy it as an opportunity to spread the gospel, to talk about farming and ranching, and just share our lives with people, just like we do here on YouTube. And we're here to try to preserve that freedom of expression and speech. So
now to the fun part.
All right.
We're at the Pendry at the wharf, which apparently the wharf is like a new addition in
2 years,
DC.
This hotel's been here.
Okay, so the wharf is like a new addition. This hotel's been here for 2 years in the wharf. So I'm going to take you through the room kind of and show you because it is very cool. Okay. So you walk in, got a little closet right here. Here's our little sitting room. We don't drink, but this is a very fully stocked bar. Very fully. And then look at the view. How beautiful. And that's Hell's Kitchen down there, so we're going to have to go there. And then, let's see, there's a bathroom right over here. It's very pretty. It's kind of boring. And then the bedroom is beautiful as well. Cody's chillaxing right here.
Pretty nice.
And then we got another beautiful view of the water right over here.
It's very weirdly laid out. It's kind of
very cool.
Obscure and it's
it's like a little puzzle. So now we're gonna go find something to eat and go.
Something good to eat. We got to, obviously we didn't eat before we left the house at 3 o'clock this morning, 3:30. And when we got to DFW.
Oh yeah, we didn't have time to eat.
We had time to order and scarf down some eggs and a little bit of bacon, but Erica gets so nervous that we're not going to be able to get on the plane.
We were the last people on the plane.
We were not the last people. There were 10 people behind us.
Maybe.
And
plus we were trying to switch with somebody because we weren't sitting together.
Right. This was a kind of quickly planned trip, and so we were 4 or 5 rows apart, and Erica can't talk to anybody, so she can't ask somebody if they could mind switching seats with her.
I just didn't want to wait until we'd be the last people on, and they were already like fully invested in sitting in that spot.
So, anyways, but the gentleman that was on my row or on Erica's row was very gracious and decided. He said, "Yeah, I'll swap with you." So he took my seat, which was a few rows back, and let me sit with Erica, and everything worked great. So. And
Cody, here, let me turn this around. Cody refused to try the smoked salmon on the plane.
Yeah, that.
I've never tried it. It was my first time.
Number one, I mean,
it wasn't that good.
It was like the breakfast. I mean, what part of that is breakfasty?
You either got bruschetta.
Yeah, which I didn't even know what that was.
No, frittata. Frittata.
I don't know. Something weird. I don't know.
It was frittata. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
it was.
I definitely didn't eat no smoked salmon, and it come out and didn't even look like it's cooked. It's just.
But I did get one boiled egg with it, so I ate the egg.
So.
Anyways, so
we're gonna go down here and see if they're open and get us something good to eat. We'll put old Gordon to the test.
All right, we'll see y'all later. All right, guys, we're walking around. We came over here after lunch to go to the Holocaust Museum, and I realized that I forgot I booked our tickets with a time.
Yeah.
So we got like an hour to wait till we go into there. So we're kind of walking around, but look what's behind us.
Can you name that?
It's so beautiful.
Structure? Drop it down below.
So pretty in person.
It is. It is.
So we're just kind of walking around, cruising around, and see. We just ran into somebody that follows us here on YouTube.
That was pretty neat. Yeah.
You already forgot?
I already forgot. Yeah.
Dang it. Okay, well, we saw him here, and he follows us here on YouTube. So.
But yeah, so we're gonna see. We might could walk over to one of the.
I know we haven't been in the Natural History Museum.
Which one have we been in?
And we went in the Air and Space, yeah. And that one's the one from the movie. Name that movie. Can you name that movie? Not at the museum,
Not
Cody.
At the museum, yeah. All
right, we'll see you after a while. We'll show you some of the sights here. What'd you think, Cody? You're almost there?
That's not the White House, but
that's the Capitol. Yeah. Cody's almost home.
Almost there. just
so pretty.
Few more boats.
I wonder what I enjoyed going there at night. Remember when we went there at nighttime? It's pretty.
Tour with. What was that fella's name that gave us the tour?
I don't know. What do you? Was it a Farm Bureau guy?
No, it was a representative from Texas.
Oh, the congressman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I'll think of it in a second.
He's no longer there, but
I'll think of it in a second.
It was pretty good. He took us through all like the ins and outs of it. It's pretty neat. But that was 10 years ago.
Louis
Gohmert.
Yep. Oh, Louis.
If you've ever been on a Louis Gohmert tour, let me know down in the comments.
He's the best, for sure. All right, here we go. All right, guys, we're going to try the National Museum of American History. Oh, we're on the wrong side. just left the what is this one? National Museum of American History. What did you think about it?
I was really hoping there was some Civil War stuff in there, but I didn't see much. But we only had about 25 minutes to kind of zip through there, so
And it was
it was all right.
super crowded today. That is not funny, Cody.
Not funny the way you talk to me in front of the Bible. You know you're supposed to not act like that.
The Museum of the
The
Bible.
Museum of the Bible, that's right.
Okay, so where did we leave off? Last time we were at the
National
Washington
Mall.
Monument.
Standing in front of the Washington Monument and took a picture in front of the Capitol building, and we've had a pretty good day. We last night we ate at a pretty good restaurant.
Really good steak restaurant.
I would not call that a steakhouse. It was kind of a pub or something like that, but they had a really good steak.
Yeah.
So and a really good pork chop and some really good bacon. It was pretty good. But anyways,
very good. The pork chop was delicious.
Today we got to meet with staffers in both Senator Cornyn and Senator Cruz's office to advocate for, I'm not going to say to advocate for TikTok, but advocate for
Which we talked about that earlier.
in this video?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe somebody just
Hotel room.
skipped up. So, about just giving it its due process. But since then, we also went through the Holocaust Museum, which was excellent. I would definitely...
Yeah. We did that yesterday.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend anybody that comes to D.C. to carve out some time to go do the Holocaust Museum. We walked past the Spy Museum. That looked really cool, but we didn't have time to go in there because Erica got us lost going for breakfast.
Whatever. I've been in the Spy Museum and it is amazing. So if you have a chance to do it, do it.
And then we just got through here behind us is the Museum of the Bible. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
And it was really awesome too. We only had about 2 hours to go through it because it closes at 5, and we didn't get off the hill until 3. So we went through it pretty quick. Didn't really get to see everything we wanted to see, but it was an awesome time. So
I think we utilized our time wisely. We got to hit some good highlights.
I agree. But I would suggest if you are in D.C. and you have some time, hit the Holocaust Museum, the Museum of the Bible, and Erica says the Spy Museum.
Yes.
We might could go do that in the morning before we leave,
Yeah,
depending
we
on
might
what time we have to.
And the thing we didn't get to do that we wanted to do was the Natural History Museum.
Yeah, we did. Oh, we went to the
We went to
National...
the American History.
Yeah, the American History Museum. And guys, at the Smithsonian, I'm going to say...
Train.
Get on the A train. I will say this: I was kind of disappointed in the American History Museum. It was not that cool. We've been to the Air and Space one.
It was cool.
It was really cool, and we should have walked. We were kind of running out of time yesterday because is after we got off the plane and before we went to
Dinner, supper.
No, it was before we went to the Holocaust Museum.
Oh yeah.
We only had just like a couple of hours, and we should have walked another
didn't realize
block.
The next museum over was the
Natural History Museum. So we should have went to that. Might have saw, not at the
But you can definitely
museum guys there.
tell a difference in a free museum and a not free museum. Because there was about 1 million people in those, and it's probably not because they're free, but
And I'll say this too,
the Museum of the Bible was a lot less crowded.
and this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say it anyways. So the Holocaust Museum is one of those, I mean, that's a pretty solemn, is solemn the right word, place for that? I mean, just walking through what happened to the Jewish people, and even if you don't, if you don't like Jews for some reason, just people in general, what those folks went through. And I understand that schools and people want their kids to learn about stuff like that, but there was a huge group of, I would say maybe early high school, like freshmen or something, or maybe 7th and 8th graders, I don't know. And it was almost like they were unattended. Just, they're running through these spots where you're witnessing what happened to those folks, and they're just laughing and giggling and jumping around and knocking stuff over, and stuff that says "do not touch," they're touching it. And it was just so disrespectful that it was kind of, it's just like, man, there's a place and a time for kids to have fun and to be unattended, like at a theme park. But in a deal like that. They should have had smaller groups of 10 or 15 kids accompanied by a teacher walking them through there. And I know there's going to be, oh God, Cody, you're being a Karen, but it's just the fact that of the no respect for other people that were trying to see and read and do stuff like that. I mean, it just kind of felt like they were spitting on those folks that died, and I don't know. That's just my take on it.
But the Holocaust Museum is very, very crowded, and they say it's like that all the time. So you do like be prepared if you ever go that it's pretty.
I would say the amount of people they let in. I'm sure they're trying to get as many people in and out of there as they can so that they can see. But you can't possibly slow down long enough to read everything in there and see everything. So just know you're either going
to look over somebody or look around somebody. It's just crazy in there. But
just know if you really want to do it, you need to devote 3 or 4 hours, maybe 5 hours to it. But you can get a lot out of it in a few hours also.
I feel like if you really wanted to come to DC and see all the sites and the museums and all of it, I mean, you'd need 7 full days or more.
Weeks, yeah, you couldn't get it all done.
Right. Not even in 7 days would you see it all, like, and really be able to take everything in like you would want to.
But now we're going to head back to, are we going to go to the hotel now, or are we going to go get something for supper?
I don't know. We'll probably get something for supper.
Get something for supper before we go back to the hotel.
But the other thing is, this is Cody's second time to DC. This is my like 3rd or 4th or 5th because I've come for work some. But I think it's nice to be able to we just see 1 or 2 museums every time we come, and so it's okay to do it that way too.
Yeah, But I guess I would say this: I would research what you want to go see and make it a point.
Prioritize it.
Schedule around being able to get to see that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we'll see y'all after a while.
All right, adios, muchachos.
Muchachos.
Here we're going to have your tomahawk steak. We're going to have a 32 ounce with meat ribeye. On top, there's going to be a house-made bone marrow butter, as well as a mix of herbs. There's going to be some rosemary, sage, and thyme. We're going to be adding a little bit of mezcal on top.
Going to go the old-fashioned way.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Here we're going to have a little bit of volcanic black salt, smoked salt, some chimichurri, and a charred lemon for you to finish your stay.
Thank you very much.
Anything else I can get you at the moment?
Nope, thank you. I didn't know you were recording.
Yeah, I did the YouTube for you while you were doing
Oh my
that.
god. That looks so good.
So guys, before y'all get all dang, everybody the money, we had a per diem and some extra spending money for the trip that we had up here. So
And we've never done this before. I've always been curious and just wanted to do it one time.
I am very most of the tomahawks you see are, you know, they're like this big and they're like 4 pounds of meat. This is pretty reasonable size. I mean, it's not. But this old dull line ain't gonna cut it. So let's give it a try.
Is it good?
Pretty good. We're gonna eat now.
Did you miss me on the flight since you had to sit away from me?
That 10 foot of separation was almost unbearable. It's a good thing I had that elderly woman let me cry on her shoulder.
You didn't even notice.
And they gave you that rag to wipe your tears away with when it was all said and done.
You didn't even notice when I went to the bathroom.
Sometimes I need a break, hon.
That's rude.
Even if it's only for 3 hours, I need a little break.
How did you do with the food? Did you like the food? Did you like your meal?
Why are you just want to call me out, huh? So guys, I cheated, all right? We had short rib.
I'll
and
post
I
a
ate that.
picture here of what it looked like.
And there was a little piece, I think that was like carrot cake or something, but I'm like, you know, it's been 8 weeks since I've had a bite of anything sweet, and it's about this big, so I'm gonna eat it because you know what? I'm not gonna deny myself the simple pleasures of life. I'm gonna eat what I want to when I want to. I'm gonna be right back on carnivore starting tomorrow morning or tonight. I mean, I'm not gonna go eat some ice cream tonight, but if I want to eat a little piece of cake every 2 months, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna enjoy it without any.
You know I'm just jealous, right?
I know,
if I'd have
but
known you to eat the cake, I probably would have ate my
that's
cake
why I did
too.
it when we were separated, because I know you'll fall off the wagon. I will not. I can just continue along, but
Well,
you
I
can't.
eat the meat and the cheese, and I took my gravy off. So
Congratulations, you're better than me. Love you.
whatever. I'm
Y'all
proud
keep
of you.
ranching.
Oh, they love us. They met us outside.